Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new edition of the General Gerry Show. This is really just a test, really. Just kind of getting in the swing of things, trying to get people to, get on here. But today, guys, we're going to be discussing SummerSlam. We're also going to be discussing new movies that are coming out and new games. If you want to be a part of the Hangout, subscribe to the Jared Ross 2K9 channel. And if you want to watch Don Banks and myself tonight, which will be hosted after SummerSlam, go to Don Banks' Facebook page, and also go to me, type in General Gerry on Facebook, and then you'll see me, and then I'll post on One Banks' Hangout. It'll be the very first time that me and Don One Banks have ever been in a video together, so a lot of people are looking forward to it. So let's get straight into the kind of the card for SummerSlam. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about, usually in these shows now, I'm going to talk about wrestling. Then we're going to talk about movies that came out. Then we're going to talk about gaming. This is really a test. There's not going to be that many people on the panel to start with. I had to install fucking Google Chrome to try and get this to work. So I've been just doing that there. So I'm going to see who I can get here. But I'm going to look at the card here just 2 seconds. This will be slightly different from the Enter Arena format. It's going to be a lot more laid back and, a lot more laid back, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, let's get straight into the SummerSlam 2014 card. As I'm sure you're aware, I've done my predictions, but I'm only just doing this in case anyone is watching. This podcast, kind of, don't know if you can call it a podcast, but it's going to be on the John Ross 2K9 channel, so stay tuned for that. So the first match is Rob Van Dam versus Cesaro. Who's going to win? Personally, for me, it's got to be Cesaro. Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins is going to win. Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. I think Dolph Ziggler's going to win. Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is going to win. AJ Lee versus Paige. I think AJ Lee's going to win. Rusev versus Jack Swagger. It's going to be Rusev. Brie Bella versus Steph McMahon. Brie Bella, I think, is going to win that. Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho. I think Bray Wyatt's going to win. And John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar will be your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So a lot of people have been asking me about the whole fucking webcam. I've got a new update. We've got a viewer as well. How's it going? We've got a few viewers coming up here. This is just really to break it down and see what's happening. Guys, I don't know how to add people, so I'm gonna check group chat. If you post your name or whatever, I'll see if I can add you on this thing. See, it's fucking confusing, this thing. It's so confusing. See, I actually was originally supposed to use the Internet Explorer, and whenever I had the Internet Explorer on, it just wouldn't fucking work. So I actually had because I had the event all set up. It was actually supposed to be half an hour ago, I basically had to go to Google Chrome, upload Google Chrome, and then do that. For anyone who's unaware, I always use Internet Explorer. It's always worked for me, but I'm going to give Google Chrome a wee go here just to see how it goes. But yeah, it's time to really talk about wrestling and the matches that were happening. What what really do we think is going to happen at SummerSlam? And for me personally, I think it all boils down to John Cena against Brock Lesnar. Now, the technicality of this, the way it's going to be, and I think the way the pay-per-view has shown is a boxing match. If you look at kind of the way Brock Lesnar was sitting there saying, I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of him, I'm going to make him, blood coming out of him, etc., etc. It's very much like it's very much like a boxing match. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm under training right now by Enter Arena to do boxing. It'll probably happen after I have surgery or whatever, but I will be doing boxing somewhere down the line. So yeah, what else will be happening on Enter Arena today? We're going to be talking about SummerSlam. I'm going to be available on Don Banks' video. I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm kind of a bit nervous because the pay-per-view itself happens here in Ireland. It actually happens at 1 o'clock in the morning. And it lasts for around about 3 or 4 hours. And whenever that happens, it's going to be 5 in the morning until I do the hangout. So I may be on it for a few minutes. Maybe at the start. Don Banks says I'm definitely going to be on it. We're going to discuss a whole lot of shit. So looking forward to that. I'm going to have to add Don Banks after this and do a whole lot of shit. So today we are going to be discussing now about gaming. And gaming itself is something that I always wanted to get into, but obviously I'm kind of restricted due to the fact that because I do Enter the Arena stuff, I'm uploading videos every single day, and a lot of people don't bear that in mind. I'm uploading videos a lot. Massive amounts of videos that I'm uploading, and I would upload, I'd say, about 4 videos a day. And a lot of people kind of want to know the process of that and how Enter Arena goes to making the videos. Basically, at the start of the day, it depends on if I'm doing work experience or not. But Don Banks would have a lot of multiple sources that people are invested in. A lot of people write scripts. I'm more of I just wing it. I just fucking go on the camera. Like now, I mean, I don't even know if this is uploaded. I mean, I could be talking the biggest pile of shit and this wouldn't be working. But I just wing it and just see what happens, and I just go, and that's basically how videos are made. Now, in terms of gaming, I got a new game. I'll show you here 2 seconds. I got this game. It was, how much did I get it for? I got it for £28, if you can see there. It may be back to front there, I don't know. But £28 I got it for. It's a good game. It is a bit on the short side. I wouldn't recommend anyone to get this on release, and it's been out in release now for about a year. But the reason why I kind of got it was because I knew for the PS4 version you were gonna get loads of add-ons. One of the things I actually like about it is that you get Green Arrow, not the actual comic book one, but the Arrow. I love that show. I always watch it. So what did I just realize that my fucking headphones were on? But I'm a big fan of Arrow. A lot of people ask what kind of shows I'm into. Sons of Anarchy, I like. We actually originally I was supposed to be like a Jax Teller person. That's what they were originally going for in Enter Arena, but we decided to go with General Gerry. I have Danielson to thank for that, by the way. I haven't really talked about that, but I have to thank Danielson for actually, because he was originally called the General, and then basically because of the formation of my name, General Gerry. It kind of sounded good. We were going to change it, but we made the decision to keep General Gerry. And it's, that's why I kind of wear the whole suits and shit. But I'm kind of dressing down a little bit. I always wear kind of shit like this now. Especially when I'm doing the hangout. Damn, doing these hangouts are fucking hard. You have to constant. I mean, it would be better if like I had a few people here, but I think it's because of majority of the people I know is in America. Um, and I don't really make that many videos based on Northern Ireland simply because no one gives a fuck, and quite frankly, everything that I probably would have said in one video, I'd probably say in multiple. That's why I don't really talk about Northern Ireland. I more talk about American stuff that's a challenge to get educated on, and that's basically what I do. What other things I've been doing? There's a new WWE 2K15 presentation. The video is available right now. Actually, I talked about staying. It's on Enter Arena if you want to check that out after this hangout. So yeah, basically the WWE 2K kind of shit. I didn't play the last game now, I will be brutally honest with you. The last WWE games I got was WWE 2K12 and WWE 2K13. I'll put my hands up and I'll admit I'm not a big fan of WWE games. And a lot of people may be shocked by that, by me saying that, but the main reason being is that I think this one will be different because it's had a development process of 2 years. 2K have they were kind of forced to do this one, and then they had to try and they basically were forced to release 2K 14 because they got the license for it, and then they brought in 2K 15. This game itself has a two-year development, and a lot of people may I do know a lot about gaming. I know Call of Duty sucks. And this is someone who got the fucking Ghost game. I didn't like it. It was shit, and I won't be getting Advanced Warfare. And actually, the only time I would get it is if there was very positive reviews on it, proper reviews, not IGN. And if Angry Joe basically gives me a thumbs up and says, "General, buy this game," I'll get it. But I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty anymore. I got Black Ops 2. And I didn't like it. I thought it was bullshit compared to Black Ops 1, etc. And I think since Black Ops 2, it kind of went down and down and down, and I think people kind of realized this is fucking bullshit. I don't understand why people are fucking paying £40. You actually have to pay for it here. It's actually 50 for a PS4. I understand in America it's $60. That's kind of what I've heard in America. But yeah, that's basically what's going down. But how long have I been doing this for now? See, it doesn't even tell you a time on this Google Hangout. See, I just did this just to wing it, just to see what happens. As far as I'm aware, this uploads on my one. Now, a lot of people have been saying about Empty Arena and its Hangout. We actually got flagged. I think it was for a CM Punk video, and we can't do a hangout for a while. That's the main reason being why we can't do a hangout. Now, we are allowed to do hangouts in the next pay-per-view, but Don Juan Banks has told me that we're going to be moving to his channel. So after this hangout, I'm going to kind of put it on that type of shit and do all that, and be on the fucking hangout. So at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I've loaded myself a coffee here, and it kind of brings us, that coffee mug brings us to our next subject, football. A lot of people have been asking, General, are you doing football reviews? Yes, I am. There's a Manchester United review uploaded now. There is a big of a problem, though, with football reviews. It's not very welcomed in America. Now, I think we have someone now talking about NFL, National, not the National Hockey League, National Football League, NFL, yeah, NFL, National Football League. I kind of been getting into hockey, but it's just because I have to stay up 1, 2 in the morning to watch these things, and you know, I really wish I had American TV or something. But anyway, what was I going on about? Yes, Liverpool. They won 2-1. Now a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Liverpool, they did fucking shit in the second half." But you have to bear in mind with Liverpool, especially Liverpool, and I think that's the way Brendan Rodgers works. He just wants to score as many goals he can in the first half. If you look at like last season, Manchester United, and other teams are kind of like, what the fuck? These guys are getting out of the gate very early. Because usually you have a small build, then the second half, load of goals. And then kind of Liverpool kind of go straight on the offense, first half, try and score as many goals as they can, and then force the team to chase. And then they're under pressure as well. And I think that's why Brendan Rodgers does what he does. A lot of people have been saying about Manchester United, there were some people actually fucking saying that Van Gaal should fucking quit. I think that's just fucking bullshit. I mean, like Brendan Rodgers messed up, Oh, we've got someone on the. Oh, we got someone on here. Thank God. How's it going, John?
What's going on, General?
I'm alright, man. How are you?
Doing good. Just chilling for the pay-per-view tonight.
Oh, definitely, mate. Definitely. I've actually tried to wing this on Hangouts. I've just been talking shite for the last, I think it's the last 30 minutes. But, yeah, basically, what do you think about SummerSlam in terms of the card itself? Do you think it's better than last year, or do you think it's worse?
I think it's about the same on par as last year, but as far as like classic SummerSlam cards, it's still down there at the bottom.
Yeah. Because I was watching, I don't know if you've heard of him, Muse Productions.
No.
Have you not heard of it? You need to check him out, man. He's amazing. Basically what he does is like, see if you have like the raw footage, like the physical raw footage. What he does is he takes the piss out of it. It's www.museproductions.com. He's kind of one of my influences for doing this, so I kind of thought I'd give the guy a shout out. But in terms of the card itself, I think it's kind of like, Brock Lesnar and John Cena is the fucking highlight. Like, that is the main match that people want to see. And I kind of want to ask you, John, do you think that it's more focused as like a boxing style match? Like, you ever seen the way like people kind of want to make it into a big fight feel? Like, do you think that that's what WWE's presenting it to us?
I think the WWE has actually dropped the ball on building up to this match because the last few weeks on Raw, Cena hasn't even been there, and they never have been there together. They haven't really had a standoff.
Exactly.
So they have not done a good job with the storytelling. And another thing that's going to make it not a very good main event, in my opinion, is there's no build up to the match, and also John Cena does not tell a story when he's in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He kicks out at 2 every time.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I'm glad you pointed that out, mate, because you have to face the facts. If this is your main match, for a pay-per-view, arguably the second biggest pay-per-view in WWE, you've basically got no storyline, and I don't understand for the life of me why Hulk Hogan's birthday finished off leading into this pay-per-view, because all you got was Brock Lesnar wanted to beat a pack of old men. There was no story behind it. Granted, they talked about The Undertaker, etc., etc. But in terms of building the story, it's just been atrocious.
You know
And
what else is kind of weird, Jerry?
yeah,
Is it just me, or have they focused more time on the Stephanie Bella twin match than they did the Cena Lesnar match?
you are fucking spot on there, mate.
And
That
that story,
is,
I would actually understand that story.
yeah. You see, that's the thing. You understand the fucking Stephanie and Brie Bella story more than you do with John Cena, and it's fucking weird. Like, I mean, if you seen that about 10 years ago, people would be like, get the fuck out of here. That's what they would say. They wouldn't focus on this type of stuff. But I think as well, I don't know if you have the same opinion as me on this, but have you ever noticed that Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt storyline only recently got built up this past week?
It's just like they just bum rushed everything.
Yeah, exactly. I need to put the light on here. 2 seconds.
Okay.
Pitch black. Is that better? Because it's fucking pitch black here.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the co-headliners match was Brie and Stephanie.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Because Stephanie, what I've heard is that she's been doing massive physical training the last 6, 7 months. And there was something that was brought into my attention probably a few weeks ago. There was a guy really talking about Stephanie's past matches. And see, if you take a step back and look at Stephanie's matches, they were all fucking shit. They really weren't good. And
No, they never have been.
yeah, they've never ever been good. So how is it different now than what it was then? Why invest in that? I just don't understand.
I'm gonna give her credit though. When she delivered those pedigree pile drivers, they look pretty realistic.
I will admit you're right there. The way she did do the pedigree was good. I think Triple H must have been training for with a few months, I think, because if you look at, I think she did a pedigree before and it wasn't too good, if my memory serves me right.
But she did it. She did it well. I was like, wow, she's really got that pedigree down.
Yeah. I hope she does good in the match because it does highlight a lot of women's wrestling, but at the same time, why not invest more in Paige and AJ Lee?
I want to see Ric Flair's daughter come up.
I haven't seen her wrestle now. Is she any good?
She's the NXT Women's Champ.
Oh, yes, that's right. See, I haven't watched NXT in a while because I actually used to review it, but now we have Marlon Reed. He's reviewing it now, so I don't really know that much now of NXT because in terms of Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Don Juan Banks told me to research these guys, and then now because obviously, it's me, Don Juan Banks, and Marlon Reed, they've requested Marlon now to do NXT, and then they're trying to push SummerSlam and me doing Raw a bit more on Enter the Arena, so I have to kind of start watching NXT again, to be honest with you.
I like NXT. NXT usually is better than Raw most of the times.
Yeah, just my phone fucking going off there. I'm gonna turn this phone off. But how did you get on here? Because I don't know that much about Google Hangout. Can you just put it as public and anyone can join?
You put it on your Facebook wall.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right on the. Oh, I completely I know because I've seen it on a video. You copy and paste the URL and then you put it on that, and if people click on it, they can get on it. But I don't know.
I have Google. I have a Samsung Galaxy, so all I gotta do is just click on it, and it just automatically opens it up.
Yeah. Because I was trying to get it on Internet Explorer, and it just wouldn't work. And I posted the event a few minutes ago, and then I kept putting it on, putting it off. And then what I did was I installed Google Chrome, and then put it on, and then it worked. So it looks like I'm gonna have to use Google Chrome for this from now on.
Yeah, Google. All their stuff is integrated together.
So I tell you what, seeing as you're here, I'm gonna run down the card for you, and I want you to give your predictions right now.
Okay.
So, Rob Van Dam versus Cesaro is the pre-match, and it is a singles match. Who do you think between the two should win?
Gerry, I got a question to ask you about Cesaro before I give you my prediction.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Who did Cesaro piss off to fall that far on the card?
Yeah, oh, absolutely, mate. I mean, here's the thing right now with Cesaro is that I mean, he's a great wrestler. He's excellent, but the guys like, I mean, if you try and put Cesaro in that kind of highlighted spot, he may turn out like Ryback. I mean, if you look at like Ryback, they moved him to the main event too quick. If you notice what I mean. But I think with Cesaro, especially Cesaro, he's gonna fall, but I think they may pick him up again. You know, I don't.
But why waste all that money and effort in building him up at WrestleMania? Why not give that to Ziggler?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe politics, man.
They just wasted the over-the-top battle royal that they built up all that time they spent building it up.
Yeah, exactly. I think with that, especially, I think there may have been politics.
Had to be.
I mean, it's happened before. I mean, there was one incident. I was looking at Edge and Chris Jericho. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you ever watched that Talk Is Jericho?
I listened to it on podcast 1.
Yeah, there was an incident where Chris Jericho was talking to Edge, and he said to him, about politics backstage, etc. And originally, I think what Triple H wanted was the Nexus to win at SummerSlam, and then continue on doing a sweep, and then just kind of end it like, whenever the story's down out. But John Cena basically stated, and this is directly from Edge and Chris Jericho. They said that John Cena thought that was crap, and John Cena cleared the ring, beat everyone, and got his hand raised at the end. It just goes to show you how WWE is,
Politics, man, and nobody from the Nexus ever got over either.
Yeah, that apart from, see, Daniel Bryan was technically in it, but I think he was dropped. He was originally in Nexus, and then
he got dropped like the first day they debuted. Yeah. Remember, because he choked out Michael Cole with the necktie.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they did the whole Michael Cole thing. See, before I go into the card, honest opinion, John, do you think that the announcers, who do you think should be replaced, and who would you replace them with?
On Raw, the Raw announcers?
Yeah, the Raw announcers, yeah.
In my dream world, it would be JR and Lawler. Mm-hmm. Or Paul Heyman Lawler. Or Paul Heyman, yeah. Paul Heyman JR.
Paul Heyman JR.
Or JR Lawler.
Yeah. For me, realistically, they can't have JR in there anymore because his contract now is expired. There was some backstage stuff going on. Apparently, they accused him of drinking during the 2K. I think it was a 2K.
No. It wasn't him. It was Flair. Flair was drinking.
Oh, was that it? Yeah.
And they blamed JR for letting Flair go off the handle.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. I see. I don't. Why was he blamed in that? I mean, I don't understand that.
Me neither. It's Vince's bullshit.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have a controversial decision, but I like Renee. You know Renee Young?
No.
No?
No.
I think, I don't know what it is, but I think if she got the chance, I think it's good for kind of, because it's always been known for men announcers, and I think try and throw a woman in there, it may mix things up a little bit. I mean, anything's better with Jerry the King Lawler. I mean,
Yeah, I see where you're going as far as being forward-thinking, but the WWE is definitely not a forward-thinking company.
Oh, yeah. And Del Rio knows that more than anyone.
Exactly. And Xavier Woods and R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to go straight into this card here. So Who do you think's going to win between Rob Van Dam and Cesaro?
I'm gonna say Rob Van Dam just because Cesaro has been jobbing lately.
Yeah. Um, they may throw kind of something in there where, they might get him to beat Rob Van Dam, but I don't know. The next one, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Who do you think's going to win between them two?
Seth Rollins,
Hmm.
with the help of Kane.
Yeah, that's what I was. That was the prediction I gave. I think on one of my videos. What's your opinion on it being a lumberjack match? I'm not too happy about that.
I think the reason why it's a lumberjack match is because they left a lot of people off the card, so that gets everybody some screen time.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, honestly, like I'm not a big fan of lumberjack matches. That's just the way it is. I just hate them. Because usually you would have. I mean, before the whole AJ Lee Paige kind of phenomena that's going around now, it was always like a load of women round the ring, and then they would have them two and just get as much divas in there as they can. And the same applies to, like you were saying, the jobbers. Like, they're not getting screen time, they're getting the paychecks, and they're just sitting on their ass. So that's probably why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. It's for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Miz.
Miz?
Yeah, because he has a movie coming out and it's in LA and they really want to push him and plus Dolph Ziggler's in the doghouse.
No, I know. I suppose I mean, what was your opinion of them getting beat by Heath Slater?
I was like, wow, Heath Slater finally got a win, but I
Yeah,
mean,
it's probably the first time in about a year.
man, I like Heath Slater. He's better than fucking John Cena.
Oh, listen. I would pick the Great Khali over John Cena. To be brutally honest with you.
I told Don Juan Banks he sold his soul to the Antichrist of wrestling because he has a picture of John Cena on his wall.
I mean that I think that's the beauty. Oh, we've got someone else on here. How's it going, Sean? Has he got his microphone on? Oh, he's got a microphone on. How's it going, Sean?
Hello?
Hello?
He's figuring it out.
Yeah, it took me fucking ages trying to get it. Because the Hangout, I mean, I couldn't get the Hangout at all. But what was I saying there? It was about the card, was it? I can't
Oh, we're
remember.
talking about Heath Slater.
Oh, Heath Slater, yeah. I mean, the guy's talented. Like, there's no doubt about it. He's a fucking talented guy, you know. Um, that's in my opinion. I think the guy is a fucking talented guy, but I mean, I think what they did with him and Nexus. I mean, I'd love to see another Nexus group. I don't know how you feel about that.
No, I don't want to see another Nexus group.
Not another Nexus group. I
I
mean,
don't, I don't like to see retreads. Like, I don't like it when they bring, like, the DX back every 4 or 5 years or bring
oh
back,
yeah.
I don't want to see retreads.
Hmm. I mean,
I like how they brought the Shield, like, something original, like the Shield.
yeah. I noticed like with TNA they've been doing that a lot, like bringing back old kind of groups and bringing them back and doing all that shit.
TNA is trash. I refuse to watch it.
Hmm.
I've watched TNA
Yeah,
since
but
2007.
Yeah. Um. before-
but they're still working with Strike TV with the making a deal not to make other appearance to other TV shows probably.
Yeah, there was some news came out there that apparently Dixie negotiated for a deal and Spike told her to, fuck off. Basically, I don't blame Spike. And, I've stated this like, fucking months ago. Actually, whenever I debuted on Empty Arena, I told everyone TNA's going out of business, and a lot of people thought that I was insane, etc. And I've talked about this in Empty Arena, but TNA's a fucking joke. I mean, it's just so bad, man. Like, some of them, some of the people that they give the belt to is just ridiculous. Like, it's beyond me how Austin Aries doesn't have, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't have the belt now. It's Bobby Lashley that has it, isn't it? Bobby Lashley, he still has a belt, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't know. Like I said, I
I
don't
never
watch.
actually defended, but
Yeah, Bobby Lashley's still the champion. Yeah, I mean, TNA's a fucking joke right now. I try to watch it. I think it was like a few weeks ago, and like, cause I have to review on it constantly. Like, I have to watch it, but what like I'm trying to do now is like react to it. Like, so see when I read it, do like reactions is a hell of a lot more funnier. Like, kind of like what I do with SmackDown spoilers. Also, like my time's really limited because like I get back to work and I probably takes me about 3 hours to kind of upload about 4 videos a day and do all that shit. So, but I'm off, you see, tomorrow, so that's how I'm doing the whole SummerSlam thing because I wasn't
Are you
gonna
gonna watch
miss
it
it.
tonight?
What is it?
Are you gonna watch SummerSlam tonight?
Yeah, yes, 100%. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna be on Don Juan Banks' Hangout tonight as well. It'll
Good.
be the very first time me and Don will be in a video together. So it should be interesting.
Y'all did a video together not too long ago, or was that just editing?
Yeah, it was just really editing. Like he would make a video, then I would make a video, and then we would put them together. But like in terms of like me physically talking and him there, we've never done it before. I think it's just because we've been really busy uploading videos and Don's trying to get the boxing, up and going and doing all that shit. So, yeah, that's basically what we've been a wee bit too busy and we wouldn't be able to do hangouts. And because I'm off tomorrow, that's the reason why I'm doing this hangout. But I said to Dawn, I'm gonna do a general Gerry show and I'm gonna keep that up. So if you wanna watch this show, subscribe to Joe Ross 2K9. But what match was I on in terms of the card there? I forget now.
We just finished talking about the pre-match RVD versus Cesaro's run to the next match.
Yeah, Randy Orton and Roman Reigns.
Easily Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I mean that he's getting such a he's
but
getting
it depends.
such a,
But it depends how much they push him. They don't want to
Yeah.
push him too fast.
yeah, because you don't want to ride back yourself like.
Yeah.
But they pushed Brock Lesnar really fast too. If you go back in 2002, and I think if you're ready for it, I don't think Ryback was ready for it, but I know Roman Reigns is ready for it. So I don't think there's no such thing as pushing this guy too far too fast.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing though, and I've seen and I don't know if you have this opinion or not, because I kind of want to get an opinion of him. A lot of people have questioned his mic skills. In terms of what you've seen on Raw, do you think that he's good?
His mic skills are not that good. He kind of reminds me of a young Brock Lesnar. Remember, Brock didn't have good mic skills either, but he had somebody like Paul Heyman talking for him. I think Roman Reigns would be a lot better if he had someone talking for him.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I think
Of course, but much better. All they got to do is improve more. That's what they got to do. Is just improve your skills more.
Yeah, your mic's a bit
better.
Your mic is fucked up.
Yeah, your mic's a bit blurrier, mate.
Turn down your volume a little bit. I think they're interfering with the mic.
Yeah. No, see with the Hangout myself, it fucking took me ages to get it uploaded, but so the next match is
probably just the Wi-Fi service messed up.
I think that's slightly better now. It's slightly better now, the microphone. What's the other match that's going on? AJ Lee versus Paige.
Piss break.
Do you think that the build up for this match is been the worst out of the whole card, or?
Absolutely not, considering the Cena Lesnar build up. But I really don't give two shits about either one of these people.
Do you not care about it? Do you not like AJ Lee and Paige?
Do not give two shits.
Really? I think the two of them are amazing. I mean, they are good. Like, I mean, I think with Paige, they rushed her in too much. But I think, like, AJ Lee, see if you, like, let her off the leash, like, you know, and you've seen that with the promo she did. I think she can be good, you know, personally, but I think the build-up for this match now is it hasn't been the best, and I think, you know, WWE have rushed this way too much, I think.
I usually go to the bathroom as I fast forward, so.
Yeah. So the next match is probably one of our highlighted matches, Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho. Now, bear in mind, Eric Ronan and Luke Harper are banned from ringside, so this will be a one-on-one match.
Bray Wyatt should win against Chris Jericho.
You think Bray Wyatt? What do you think, John?
I think Bray should win too because he did the job for Jericho at the last shitty pay per view.
Yeah, Battleground.
At that shitty Battleground pay per view.
Oh god, that was horrible. That payback. What was it called? Payback?
Battleground.
Battleground, yeah. See, there's so many fucking shitty pay per views.
They should change it.
It just goes over my head. Like all I hear is, you know, John Cena wins and you just fucking want to turn off. But
they should just stop naming the pay per views and just call it John Cena Kicks Out at 2.
They should, yeah. Or sponsored by Fruity Pebbles or something. You know, knowing fucking John Cena. Like for me, I think out of everyone in this card, I think Bray Wyatt needs to win this the most because WWE have invested so much in this guy in terms of the pyro, in terms of the music, etc. I think that he will be highlighted a lot, and I think he needs to get this win more than anyone on this card.
Agreed.
Of course, they should give him a big chance, but you know they don't want to push too much. I think because Vince McMahon is the one who was doing the old old bad guy thing, because it's like Vince McMahon who's one who actually did that.
There was a lot of rumors about him turning face, and I didn't like that.
The one thing I don't like about Bray Wyatt's character is even though he's a heel, he doesn't cheat.
Like in terms of like low blows and.
Yeah. All he ever does is
I think like in terms of like him, I think what they're trying to contrast is he doesn't really care if he wins or loses as long as he annihilates the person, or it's kind of like, you know, like the Joker out of The Dark Knight. You know, he just wants to watch the world burn. I think that that's what they're trying to get at with Bray Wyatt. And I think that's why it's got so popular, because there's been, you know, I mean, we have seen CM Punk, etc., but we need kind of a major vigilante, you know, because times are changing. People want to see, you know, they want to see an anti-hero in WWE, and I think maybe Bray Wyatt may do that.
Yeah, he's definitely the closest thing to an anti-hero they have.
Yeah.
And everybody just wants something so different from Cena. That's why I think they're attracting to him as well too.
I mean, John Cena. I mean, realistically, because we'll be talking about the main stuff now about, you know, John Cena against Brock. But I need to ask you this, and this is a question that I've always wanted to ask any fans. Do you think there ever will be a day when John Cena turns heel?
No.
No?
There's so many rumors that they try so hard, but, you know, it's kind of hard because Don Biggs about before is, do you think it's going to hurt his merchandise and stuff and his fame?
Gerry.
They should, I think, but they should, like, buy more John Cena stuff. I know everybody hate him, but think about it. If he turn heel, there'll be a lot of guys gonna buy his merchandise sooner or later.
Yeah. What was it you were gonna say, there, John?
To his point about the older people buying, we're the loud minority. Most people do like John Cena. We're just the loud minority. The only way they're going to actually turn John Cena heel, it's going to be just like they did Hulk Hogan back in '96. He's going to get old and washed up and very boring and complacent. And this is probably not going to happen for another 10 years, probably. And that's how they're going to probably turn John Cena heel, though, how they did Hulk Hogan at Bash of the Beach.
Yeah. I think with John Cena is that he is a type of guy where I think he physically wants to turn into a bad guy. I mean, I think you kind of like. I mean, there was this story I was reading. It was a few months ago, and it was John Cena basically. This is just a rumor, but apparently he had an argument with Triple H. And if you remember, you ever seen CM Punk was going through that respect angle with Paul Heyman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, that was originally for John Cena. That was the story that was going around. And Triple H said, no, fuck no. Like what Sean was saying there, it will damage, marketing and items, etc., etc. And they stopped it. And they just gave it straight to CM Punk. So, but I would personally like to see him turn heel. I mean, something different for him, like, I mean, it can't get any worse than what it is now, like.
Gerry, the gal on OTRS made a great video, and basically the point of his video was John Cena already is heel. Because the point of the heel is to draw heat, right? Mm-hmm. John Cena already draws heat from the crowd. If you turn him heel, sort of say bad guy, he's gonna get fucking cheered, which makes him a babyface again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the catch. So it's like the catch-22 with this kid.
Yeah, it's basically he's basically a heel, but he's a heel without the heel turn. Basically,
yeah.
He's basically a heel without the heel turn.
Exactly.
I have seen that conspiracy theory, like, well, not a conspiracy theory, but there was I think it was these two Irish guys were like talking about it, and like I think it was the night after WrestleMania, and he said, "What about a heel turn?" And he kind of like moved his heel.
Yeah.
But he was actually taking the piss out of the crowd at one point, and you're like, because I never noticed it, but these two guys kind of pointed it out, and I was kind of like, hang on a minute, is he a bad guy? Like, is he legitimately a bad guy? Like, I mean, personally, I think WWE know he's a fucking cash cow. He's making them truckloads of money. And I don't think it will be a point whenever someone overtakes him in popularity or in terms of sales, marketing, etc., that he will remain they will remain what he is.
Well, it's kind of impossible to overtake him in popularity when he buries every fucking body.
Yeah, he's just his promos are just. Words cannot describe how fucking bad his promos are. Like, I legitimately want to rip my eyeballs out of my head, like, whenever I see a promo. And I'm kind of, like, I mean, basically Raw starts at 1 in the morning. And before I did work experience, I had to watch it live and see John Cena physically doing a stupid, dumbass promo. And now I'm kind of glad that I can watch recordings of it, because as soon as I see John Cena, I'm like, fucking skip, and just skip it. That's all I do. But we're gonna go straight into the main event right now. It is, in case anyone that doesn't know, it is John Cena as a champion versus Brock Lesnar. It is a singles match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. As far as I'm aware, it's not a no DQ. It is a disqualification match. So, but I think I hope there's blood in this, because the last time these two fought each other, Brock beat the fucking crap out of him.
Yeah, make him bleed too.
But John Cena still fucking won.
Do you think John Cena will win this match?
Probably yes. I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah. Sean, what do you think?
Yeah. But I know Brock Lesnar is more of a powerhouse, and yeah. But I think Brock will work. But I still want to see if John Cena taps out against Brock Lesnar's submission move, I think Brock probably.
Jerry, let me tell you,
Yeah.
Jerry, if you look at history. Look at history. Let's look at all of John Cena's major matches.
Mm-hmm.
Name one person that John Cena has put over in the last 10 years.
I can't even remember.
Exactly. So what makes you think he's going to put Brock over tonight? He's not going to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think only one instance was with The Rock. Like you've seen with SummerSlam, he put The Rock over, but then he beat Rock at the end.
That was just to stretch out that storyline and bring more money in. Before as unestablished guys, who has he put over?
Can't
No one.
think of anyone. I mean, it's John Cena. He just fucking loves burying people. It's just like, you know, because I met, who was it I was watching the other day? There was this video as I was watching, and and that was it. It was Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne did an interview, I think it was a week ago, and he basically stated that John Cena doesn't use politics, etc., etc. And what you have to bear in mind is, obviously, Stone Cold Steve Austin had to do politics to get in the top. The Rock had to do politics to get to the top. But obviously, them two were legitimate wrestlers. Obviously, if you're going to turn around and say to me, John Cena is not playing politics, it's just complete fucking madness. I think Evan said that for the sake of trying to get his job back. Do any of you remember Alex Riley?
A-Rod, I follow him on Facebook.
Yeah, he was fucking buried by John Cena because the two of them got an argument, and he was getting a push, and because he had an argument with John Cena, that was it. Straight on the commentary. That was it. Because he got in a fight with John Cena. It's complete bullshit.
That's the business.
Yeah. I mean, the same applies anywhere. Like, if you're working anywhere, obviously there's fucking politics. You know, I mean, I know that more than anyone, but, you know, it's who you know that you can get to the top, but you have to hold that kind of humbleness, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, I mean, I'll give you an example. There's people on YouTube, and I'm not going to name them, you know, obviously in this video. There's been several people. We'll just call him Mr. Cena. I think John, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is the most, like, I mean, he basically, whenever I was starting off, he basically turned around and said that you know, no one could touch him and that I would make it, etc. And that's why I want to do these hangouts for fans to kind of interact and, you know, because there's no point in you fucking, just because someone has a different opinion than you, doesn't mean that you can private message someone and tell them that they're not going to make it and that they're worthless. Like, I just don't understand that.
It's not a good attitude to have about life.
Yeah. I fucking hate him. Like, I mean, you know how I feel about him, but, you know, I don't understand why he disrespects fans. Like, I even seen, like, I think it was a few weeks ago, I seen someone in the comments, like, basically saying, I don't think John Cena's gonna beat Brock, and he told them to fuck up, and then he removed their comment. I'm like, that's a fucking fan with a different opinion, you know, fucking respect him, you know. I just don't understand it. But
there's nothing. I don't know. It's just that's how it goes. You know. It just if you want to say something, say something. If you don't say nothing.
Yeah. But we'll get back into the WWE back here right now. Overall, do you think SummerSlam will be good tonight?
Well, I think so. Yeah, but I was hoping that it depends on how well the rating goes. That's why I want to know about that. Because it should, but it depends.
John, what do you think? You think SummerSlam's going to be good or bad? John?
I think he said he'd be right back.
I have to run to the producer. I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, sorry.
No, I think he said he would be right back. I think he's
Mm. Yeah, because I kind of got mixed up with the microphone there. With I think he's away now for a bit, but I'm gonna end this like soon anyway because I need to get in. I'll probably end this because I need to order fucking Chinese or something. Um, you know, but I mean, oh, he's away. John. Oh, not that. Anyway, so I don't know where Sean went there, but it was. I'd like to thank John, and I'd like to thank Sean for turning up in the hangout. I'm gonna wait till he gets back, and then we're gonna turn the hangout off. You back, John?
Yeah, I'm back, brother.
Yeah. I was just saying there, Sean's away there. I need to order Chinese, so we may close up this hangout now. But
Cool. Are y'all doing a post show, or y'all doing after the show? Or y'all doing getting right back on?
yeah, basically what's gonna happen is Don Juan Banks is gonna be going on his channel. So I think he's got his. You're on his Facebook, aren't you?
Yeah, he sent me the link to it last night.
Yeah. Basically, whenever it's over, he's gonna add me. Hopefully he adds me on it, and then it's just gonna be me, him, maybe Marlon Reed, etc. And we're gonna do a full hangout. Maybe I'm gonna ask Don for you to be on it as well because
He sent me a link last night, a private message. So I think I got the link to it. If not, I'll message you later if I accidentally deleted it.
yeah, no problem. Just message me on. I'll be on General Gerry probably the whole night.
Sweet.
Okay, well, I want to thank all my guests that were on. I'd like to thank John. I'd like to thank Sean. And guys, this is General Gerry, and enter the arena. Not enter the arena. See, this is the kind of format that I'm stuck with. This is the Jared Ross 2K9 channel. Signing out.